to like tonight, Chris? What was your take on what happened?
It was a great response after last week. They keep responding, this group. They're terrific in that way. We're all a bit disappointed with what happened last week. Geelong played super well, but we felt like we could do better than what we did last week. And I think in a funny sort of a way, that game last week prepared us for tonight, because I thought our pressure and intensity was really up. We almost did to the Gold Coast what Geelong did to us last week. So they're good learners, our group. It was really important tonight that we would win clearance and not let Rowell dominate us like he did last time. And I thought Josh Dunkley did a super job on him. That tackle count of 18, that's phenomenal, isn't it? That's Josh for you. One of the great blokes to coach he is. He wanted Rowell from early in the week, and he got that job done because he felt like he didn't get it done last time. That was important. We won contested possession. That was important. Got territory. I thought our forwards pressured and harassed really well tonight. I thought Will Ashcroft played a magnificent game, and I thought Harris Andrews played an absolute blinder. We probably got that matchup wrong to start the game, but changed it pretty quickly. And I thought when Harris went to King virtually didn't have an influence at all. And Harris had a huge influence. So they were important things.
Does Josh literally come and knock on your door at the start of the week, or do you have a chat? How does that evolve that he wants to take Rowell after what happened last time?
He was disappointed about how he went on Rowell last time. Like, he had him earlier in the year and kept him, I think, to one clearance, and then he had 15 when we played him down in the Gold Coast, and he just wasn't happy about that, so he wanted to fix it. So when Josh decides he wants to do things, I don't hesitate to let him do it. So it's just the nature of the beast.
And Hugh, what was his? How did you see his mindset or whatever change this week? He obviously had a lot of attention last week and bounced back as well.
I think it was an unusual game for him last week to succumb to a tag. He's been tagged a few times this year and done really well. Last week, Geelong did a good job, but Huey, you could tell all week with Huey, he was sort of seething underneath and he wanted to do something about it. So I thought his response tonight was fantastic and probably as expected from him.
Do you feel like you must feel like that's a level that can really challenge Collingwood if you can reproduce what you put out tonight?
I think when we bring pressure like we did in the first half, and I know it waned away a little bit in the last quarter because the game was sort of done, but you're up around the 1.9 for pressure. For the first two quarters was 1.87, 1.88. When we bring that, we're a really good team, and that's critical to us. So we'll focus in on that this week. I think that'll be important.
How will you build up the game against Collingwood? Will you treat it like just another match, or will you be looking for revenge for 2023?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. I was about to just finish this game. You brought on to me. I'll give that some thought. But, that would be something that would probably be in the back of our players' minds. So maybe it'll be a motivating factor, but we'll see.
The MCGs has been kind to you of late too. Is it almost a nice feeling to go back there, given how well you played there recently?
Yeah, till last week. Yeah, but it has been good for us, and the boys do like playing there when we're used to the atmosphere that you get when you play there. And obviously there'll be a very big crowd there next week, and there'll be a lot of black and white. But we're accustomed to that now, and we've had some situations this year where we had to play down at Geelong, and we were able to handle that environment. And similar over at Fremantle a couple of weeks ago. Hawthorn at the G. Collingwood at the G just recently, so we're okay there and we don't mind it. I think we've gotten used to the idea of there's going to be more of the opposition supporters than ours, but our blokes actually enjoy that challenge.
4 straight prelims, I think, now. And
is it?
I think you've got there the hard way this year, like so much adversity. How steeled are you for the next potentially fortnight?
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of the group. It's hard to make finals after you win a premiership, let alone get back to a preliminary final. And you know, we've got a lot of young players playing at the moment. You know, 3 19-year-olds out there tonight. Not too many teams this deep into finals have got that sort of profile, but that bodes well for our future. But yeah, they'll all be looking forward to next week, and we'll see how we go.
Cam Rayner, after all the talk through the week, Chris, and I think yesterday he said you didn't need to talk to him because it was relevant as far as you can say. His first half, he was shot out of a gun.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? Yeah, it was a bit of water off a duck's back to Cam, and you know, he's turned into a great leader at our footy club. Like, he's in our leadership group now, and he just understands the moments. And you know, I've told him that, you know, you're a bull, so be a bull, play that way, and that's what he does. That's his great attribute, and when he does it, he just breaks the game open.
The mix between mid and forward with him, I think you might have thrown him in after the Suns got those first 2 quick goals, and then he's the one with the clearance. How do you sort of juggle that?
Oh, he's got a licence, to be honest, so he can inject himself into the stoppages when he thinks there's a need. So we back him in on that.
Chris, there was some talk that Lockie Neal's trying to get back for the final if you make it. Is there anything in that, or?
Lockie, there's no doubt he'd be trying. We all know Lockie, he'll be doing his best to be available. I don't think he'd be right for next week, but if we were able to get through next week, that's a big if. But if we're able to get through, I think he's trying to make sure that he's fit enough to play. But we'll just see how that goes.
But Darcy and Oscar playing in a finals game together has kind of got a nice touch to it after how their relationship. Like, how do you think it went? And I guess just emotionally, it must be nice to see.
I think the boys. I know you asked that question. Was it you that asked that question at the press conference?
Sure,
someone asked it, didn't they?
Yeah.
About whether that would give the group a lift. Oh, the players love playing alongside. Was it you? Was it? The players love playing alongside Oscar. He's a popular guy at our footy club and a really selfless teammate. So they were glad to have him back into the team tonight. I thought it was just important against Wits because he dominated us last time, and I thought tonight Darcy Fort and Oscar between them. You know, Wits was still a good player for Gold Coast, but I don't think he was as influential as what he was last time. So those two boys did a good job and brought the ball to ground up in the forward line and created a bit of chaos up there, so that was good.
And young Gallup, first goal, good sort of moment for him.
It was, and he played well tonight. I think he had a dozen or so touches and took 7 marks, and I think he gave us a bit of a glimpse as to what he's potentially capable of in the future. He's just a real competitor, and he doesn't look like a 19-year-old, does he? He's got the big wide shoulders and has a crack, but really pleased for him. Good for him to get his first goal tonight, and hopefully that's one of many that he kicks for Lions for a long time to come.
Hugh's normally a kick first, handball later type player, but he had twice as many handballs tonight. Is that to do with maybe the knee, how he's getting around, or was that just how
That's just how it panned out. His knee's fine. I know it looks like traumatic, doesn't it, with all that strapping on it, but he got a bit of a knock on it about a month ago, and that's just for protective purposes. The handball stat, that's just uncharacteristic. But I'm okay with it. He just does what he has to do in any given circumstances. So perhaps tonight he was just caught in handball positions. I'm not sure. I'd have to watch the tape. Thank you.